now and also about the Bioclues Organization, he framed and his mission. So we have the man behind Bioclues. Welcome. Hello, Prashanth. Nice to meet you. Tell about your research kind.
Basically, a biologist and bioinformaticist. I've been introduced to bioinformatics while at the age of probably 18 when I just got to hear the term. I've been a very practitioner of tools, molecular biology tools precisely, where I started my BSc microbiology. Somehow I was more passionate and inclined towards IT. Maybe that means maybe because I hail from Hyderabad, and most of Hyderabadis are IT people. So that's how I started bioinformatics, and I was very much keen in exploring these particular topics, and I would like to invest in those. My current research is especially focused on understanding regulatory elements, wherein we are just trying to find any long non-coding RNAs that will be interacting with these regulatory elements sitting in the genome, and if they really play in any specific disease association, specific to systemic lupus erythematosus and some other immunomodulated diseases like obesity. On a lighter note, I also have a very important passion in drawing cartoons in biology, where I've been privileged to have published a small book called Bioclues, and my long-term plans are towards understanding the genealogical cohorts specific to different diseases in India.
Okay, you are just fond of system biology. So why is so what is the main
Systems biology is nothing but biology of systems. It is basically a kind of an entity where we deal with every entity that we have in our body or in any particular living organism. We have really gone past where we have started defining systems biology towards reductionist approach. So right from taking a small entity from today's cellular forms to the existing living organisms, we have small tiny parts. And these small tiny parts are assembled together. That is nothing but a system. And the biology of that particular system is better turned towards systems biology. And I've been fascinated towards top-down systems biology, where we find these genes, proteins, and enzymes existing in these particular organelles, and check whether or not any of these particular entities are independent.
Okay, so you have been with Bioclues Organization. You framed it. So tell me about Bioclues.
It's Pritish and I who have been a part of this organization. We thought we'll coin it as Bioinformatics Club for Experimenting Scientists. Although Pritish has not been so active the last few years, we thought that there is a basic element of mentoring that is really missing in today's curriculum. Student researchers are not really inclined to understand the bioinformatics terminology better. There must be a strong mentor and protege relationship, mentor-mentee relationship. That is also really missing in India. So we thought bioinformatics could play a very important role in that way. So Bioclues now has got 4 avenues where bioinformatics, where it is called as where Bioclues is acronym as Bioinformatics Club for Experimenting Scientists. The 4 avenues are mentoring, outreach, research, and entrepreneurship. And the most important thing here is we have had core members across different facets of India and as well as abroad. So far we have had about 65 core members, and the current core members are about 6.
Okay.
So we have been really honored to have been associated with them, and many advisors across different CSR institutes and across top-notch institutes who have been helping us to move forward.
What is right now? What are the future objectives of Bioclues and what are you seeking?
The best thing is to ensure that the activities are aroused. That is the most important thing. Somehow we are not really inclined to discuss the kind of problems that we have in academia.
Okay.
The most important entity here is to ensure that while we respect open access and open source policies, we need to develop a good number of open source tools so that the users can really take help of them and further develop them in the interest of all the biologists who cannot really program much. The second most important thing is while we ensure that the activities are reaching reached to a paramount stage, we would like to ensure that the candidates who have really been benefited should really pass on the baton to the next generation. We would, I personally would like to see most organizations coming where we know lots of ethics, where of course open access is not really considered as a kind of predatory term. It should really be given a very upper hand in many ways, and ensure that mentor-mentee relationship is really brought to their attention.
Like we are drawing here to the conclusion. So in the end, I will ask you to seek the difference in scholars doing research in bioinformatics and you that in Denmark. What do you see there?
The very positive thing is we Indians are really very hard workers, both in thoughts and debate. The only thing that is really lacking is action. Probably we are not really trying to move ahead and calling ourselves as flag bearers. Probably we keep certain things in thoughts. Probably we debate it at some point of time, but coming into action we are limited. So that's the most important that we offer relevance. Whereas Westerners or many other researchers who hail from US or say Far East Asia Pacific nations or say Europe, they have got a systematic trained education where mentoring is also taught as a part of their curriculum in class. So the thoughts, debate and action are philosophically present in their system. That is the main thing in those countries. And probably our people can really adapt to those kind of conditions, and that's also one of the reasons why many people who have really adapted into those kind of conditions cannot really come back to India and work for these kind of things. The second thing which I would like to discuss is about negatives.
Okay.
I'm sorry to be very open. अगर दो बाकी बंदे के लोग हैं दूसरे देश के वासी, the other persons, they always try to help each other. But when it comes to Indians, the unfortunate thing is we never try to collaborate. We only try to compete. अगर दो बंदे दिखते हैं तो we only try to compete. How good is this particular person in terms of collaboration as a source से लेके. That is really big. I think we really need to overcome these kind of things and ensure that we bring excellence towards these kind of things. I'm sure we'll definitely make it. Thanks to the wonderful people around us. The take-home message here is that we really need to collaborate, not compete.
Okay. So at the end, you just want to say to the Indian research scholars who are doing their research in bioinformatics.
Yeah. The first thing that I would like to talk is about the 3 C's: consistency, continuity and credibility. These are the 3 important elements for you to move forward. So please keep this consistency, ensure that you continue this, and most importantly ensure that you pass on the baton to the next generation, that is in the form of credibility. The second one is you respect your gurus, their thoughts, their actions, their perception and how they have really taught you. And don't forget in giving back this to the next generation. That is the second most thing. The third most important thing is trust yourself. That is very important. You always ensure that you need to really trust yourself, trust your thoughts, so that you can really be a very good scientist or a bioinformatics engineer. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your wonderful thoughts today, and glad to have you here in India.
Yeah, thank you, Saumyadip. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we are ending this one, and glad to have you to see this interview. And please subscribe to Bioclues Organization. Take care.
কাট হয়েছে তো নাকি আবার শুরু